Welcome to Mr. Michael's ELA classroom. What are we going to learn today?
Salam Alaikum students. Today we will learn about the different rubric categories on the school-wide write. We are also going to learn some tips on how to improve our marks on the school-wide write. And finally, you guys are going to do awesome on the school-wide write. So let's look at a 3 on the school-wide write. I'm only going to focus on a couple of things because the rest of them are just basic good writing. So we're going to look at little pieces of each, and we're going to try to find out where these will be located in our composition, i.e. in the introduction, the body, or the conclusion. So in meaning, we need to look at specific and relevant examples and details. In style, figurative language and 4 or more senses are used. In the form, effective introduction. The introduction grabs the reader's attention, conclusion is predictable, and organization is clear. And then the last one is going to be pretty obvious and hard for me to say because I am doing it on a computer. But for you guys, clearly and neatly presented is going to be extremely important. So, in the body, we're going to be looking at the examples, figurative language, the 4 or more senses used, organization, and if it's neat. In the introduction, you're going to look at 4 or more senses used, organization, effective introduction, and again, clearly and neatly presented. In the conclusion, we just have to look at, is the conclusion predictable? And I'll explain what that means. And is it neatly presented? So let's first look at the introduction. So we have our different things we want to look at. Effective introduction. The introduction grabs the reader's attention. This is called a hook. It's basically something that makes the person want to continue reading. So there are many places that I enjoy spending time with my family, but my favorite place is the park in my compound. No, that's pretty boring. You're looking at a 2 in that introduction, or possibly even a 1 if you make a lot of spelling mistakes and such. So how could we make it a little bit more interesting? So we could use a question here, like you can always put a question in your introduction. I'm going to make it a little bit more structured. So Doha is a city built upon families. So you can only imagine how many amazing places there are for families. With so many choices, you can only imagine how amazing my favorite place is to spend time with my family, which happens to be the park in my compound. Now, I actually made a little bit of a mistake here because I'm using the same words. I've used families, families, families about 3 times in 2 paragraphs. So that's not really a good idea. Amazing, I've used a little bit too much as well. So it's best to use synonyms here. Instead of amazing, I can make outstanding or something along these lines. So in your writing, please keep that in mind. Also, please read on to find out what you will see, hear, smell, and feel at this stunning location. Yes, you can do this, and this is going to give organization to your composition. But you could also put it in a nicer way. So that would probably bump it up to a 4 if you can kind of integrate this into the introduction paragraph. But what I've done is I've made an effective introduction, and I have a bit of a hook. I've used 4 senses, see, hear, smell, and feel, and I've organized them. So when you look at my body, I need to go see, hear, smell, and feel. Okay, so in the body, we want specific and relevant examples and details, figurative language, 4 or more senses, and organization. So what I have done here is I have given very specific and relevant examples to my topic. I said I am going to describe the compound in my park. Everything in these paragraphs is doing that. So I'm going to say I've done this. Now, I have put some figurative language in, like that. It's not really a good one, but it is a simile, so that's figurative language. And 4 more senses used. Yes, I've done this. So I said see, hear, smell, and feel. So I went see, hear, smell, and feel. So they are in order. And there's more than 4, because I actually put 5 because feel touch and feel emotion. So this is what I really want you to do. Organize your paragraphs based on your introduction. And the final conclusion is predictable. Don't bring up new things in your conclusion. Restate your topic. My topic is my favorite place to go with my family. So there are many places I enjoy going with my family, but my favorite is the park inside my compound because it has many gorgeous flowers and it makes my family and I very happy. So that's a predictable conclusion. I've already introduced these reasons in my body. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs, which is good. There is an order, there is a structure, and it's very neat because I've used a computer. When you guys are writing it in hand, it might be a little bit harder. So, good luck. Grade 6 boys, I am sure you are going to do great. I will see you this week.